Hey guys, so now we're gonna go over methods, how to make it external internal name. So you just make a func, you give it a random name, okay, and now I want to give it an input A. So another input B. Now to make it more the method more descriptive, they have came with this concept of external name, which is you can give it two names to a variable. So now we have given external name and an internal name. So this internal name only exists inside this method, and this internal name exists only inside this method. But this external name exists outside the method. So over here, if you call this method, so you will see the external name and the external name and the data types. So you give it 6, 8. Once again, so we have two data types which have external names. So they came up with this idea of external name to make the method more descriptive. Like suppose if I have two methods with the same function name, random name, so then they can be distinguished based on the data type's external name. So over here, you will never see internal names. You can only see external names. That's how it goes. External, internal. So you can also, like, if you suppose if you don't want to give it a something, so you can just make it underscore to make it. Now you can give any like name you want to, because many times you will see that it's compulsory to give an external name, so you do it like this. So the first name, the first input is never compulsory to give it external name, but the second ones are. So you can use an underscore to give it a second name, or if you want, you can also use hash to give it the same name. I think it's not working. Okay, the problem is fine. So let's move forward. So that's how you name a method. Okay, hash. It does say hash. So let's see. Hash internal. Let's just remove the hash. I think it's not really working. No problem. So that's how you give a method name. Let's keep on going. Properties. So properties are like your normal variables, but it has more power now. So if you make it of type property as var string, var aa of type string, var type of string, um, and you can just say a, but you can now say will set and del set. So, and if you want to just so there's a property to be called, so you can say will set. Will set and del set. So will set and del set. So I will just show you what it means. So let me show you this self random. So let's remove this method and try to a equals to b, and we have this breakpoint, this breakpoint. So now we are trying to set a value of this property aa. So this will set is called before the property is set, and this get set is called after the property is set. So now let's run this, and you will see that first it is called. So right now if you try to print out about a, the object is still a, so it has not been set yet. And if you do play, so this will set will be called first, then again it will go back, and now the this set is called. So as of now the property has been set, so now the value should be b, as I told you. This is the concept of will set and did set. So will set is called before the variable, did set is called after the variable. This is the concept of will set and did set. And then there is more property observers which you can will set, did set. And then there is lazy instantiation. Lazy instantiation is like when you want to don't want to give the memory to an object at that time, but if instead you want to give it at the time of declaration, so it's like lazy initialization, you can think it like that. Okay. Then there's another very important data type in Swift, any object. So any object is an object which can take of, it's just like a generic data type. So if you want to, if you think like you're getting a data and you don't think it is an integer or a string, so you can make it of type any object. So any object will make sure that the value is getting inside some data type, and it would not be crash. This is the concept of any object. So it can take whichever data type you want to. So the another is strings in our Swift. Strings is like one of the